Hello everybody, this is JandJ here with another vlog video, and it's
number 2 or 4.
yeah, it's been a long time since we made another vlog video, so we thought
somewhere around a year.
Yeah.
The last one I think was close to Thanksgiving or Christmas. So
I think it was Christmas,
maybe.
Cause we came home from Dave & Buster's and then did a short vlog. We've got a few new things to talk about, like
what we're doing in the future, and
yeah,
a couple things from the past that we remembered.
Yeah. And
where do you want to start?
Let's start off by telling them about something short, like the Dreamcast Man.
Okay, well, back when we were doing skits, I don't know, I want to say it was before we started doing first-person videos. We wanted to come up with skits, and he came up with the Dreamcast Man, and we both play the Dreamcast, we both like the Dreamcast, but I don't really remember what the Dreamcast Man was. All I remember is he said he'd have like a paper symbol on his shirt of the Dreamcast.
Yeah, we just take a piece of paper and cut it out in the shape of a Dreamcast symbol, and then just tape it onto my chest or something, and that's basically the whole costume.
But what was his, I don't remember his, story.
Been
a while.
The only story I came up with it was that he used to be a guy that was a fan of the Dreamcast back when Sega actually was making game systems, and when he found out that the Dreamcast was going to be discontinued and all the games aren't going to be in the stores anymore, he went crazy and called himself the Dreamcast Man. And now he's so obsessed about collecting all the games and the systems that he actually breaks into people's houses worldwide and tries to steal their Dreamcast shit.
He's not going to be able to break into too many houses. Nobody uses the Dreamcast anymore.
But we thought of this thing where one of us is the Dreamcast Man, and we film outside of this house, and the Dreamcast Man just walks on by, and he just happens to look in the window of the house where the Dreamcast is and sees it, and he's like, I gotta have it. So he breaks into the house, and then there's this guy just sitting there playing his Dreamcast, and the Dreamcast Man comes into the room, and he's like, give me your Dreamcast! The guy's like, who are you? How'd you even get in my house? And then he's like, give me your Dreamcast! And the guy's like, no, it's mine. And then they get into a big fight, and then it breaks out into such a bad fight to where the guy playing his Dreamcast takes his controller and smacks the Dreamcast Man across the face with it and knocks him out. And that's all I've come up with.
I thought though at the end you said he destroys a Dreamcast somewhere and the Dreamcast Man explodes or something. That was how he died.
Yeah, that was another idea for an episode I had thought of, where the Dreamcast Man gets killed because somebody blows up a Dreamcast. And
I don't even remember what led to that, but a long time ago.
Yeah. And
were there any other old ideas that we never made film stuff for?
That we never filmed for before we started doing Murder Files?
I don't remember. All I can remember is as far back as when we started making a series called Mercenaries, but it never really
Well, that was after Murder Files.
Yeah,
it was still a first-person thing.
Yeah, but that series never really got off to a good start.
No. Because we have to refilm the first scene. Because it's shitty.
And then we've thought about doing commentary for all of our old videos, and plus...
Yeah, well, it'll be like recording the video, and then we'll be doing a voiceover on it to give commentary about it, to explain certain things and different moments, because there's lots of moments in like the murder files where something was going on, and it's funny for us, but nobody else would know that it went on, because you either can't see it or maybe it isn't clear. Like when I hit my leg on that pipe, maybe it isn't clear that I hit my leg on the pipe because you can barely hear it.
Yeah, but since I know how to raise audio and things, I can fix that part of that scene and make it so loud that people can hear it. It would be like clunk. But that was pretty funny.
Yeah. You said you did it filming too, because you don't notice it when you're filming.
Yeah, I was down there filming.
Okay, okay, we're back. His camera died, so
Yeah.
there's gonna be a jump cut there.
Yep. But it's not too bad. But
No, we were only like 10 minutes in.
yeah. But anyway, like when he was filming for the murder files, he like hit his leg on that pipe. And
Yeah. There's a little thunk you can hear, and then I say something. And that fucked up everything, because I was trying to do it silent, and as soon as I hit my leg, I forgot I was trying to do it silent and started talking, and it kind of ruined the first 2 recordings.
Yeah. But then I remember I was filming something random down in the basement one time, and I actually ended up hitting my leg on that pipe too, and I was like, "Oh, damn it! Why is that there?"
It's not there anymore.
Yeah. And then, so yeah, we're gonna do a whole bunch of commentary on a whole bunch of
Our old videos,
yeah.
including the murder files, and we have lots of stories about the behind the scenes of that, and
Yeah, behind the scenes, and plus we might even release a beta video that we made of the very first chapter boss fight.
no, second chapter boss fight. That was from chapter 2.
I know, it's chapter 2, but it was the very first boss fight to chapter 2. So it's a beta.
Yeah. I thought it meant first boss fight, and I was going to say, no, there's a boss fight in Murder Files 1, it's just an interactive cinematic boss fight that you can't see shit on.
And there's going to be commentary on that, but...
Yeah. But yeah, we're going to release the beta as itself, and then do a commentary of the beta as the next video. And then we can't release the actual boss fight, because like we said in the first vlog, it has music in it, so it's going to... That's just going to be us talking over it.
Yeah.
Well, we'll let the cinematic play, and then there's the boss fight, which has Eon from Cell Dweller, and we can't have that, so that's just going to be muted, and we're going to talk over that, and then the ending cinematic will happen. And you'll get to see the ghost bag that was in it, because we just rewatched it.
Yeah, that was, like, really weird, because that bag wasn't there the entire time we was filming.
No, we kept running over that area. We would have kicked it, and you would have heard it so many times.
It's like...
And it isn't there as I'm running to the stairs. It's just in one glimpse you get to see this Kroger bag that is not there. Because as I was running past it, you would have heard me kick it. You would have heard psh.
Yeah.
But...
And it only showed up in the video.
Yeah, that's weird. But yeah, you'll get to see the boss fights finally. That's the... That boss fight in particular is probably the best recording we've done, and we didn't really record too much after that, because we never got everything in order that we needed. We recorded that probably 2 years ago.
Yeah, and should we actually release a uncommentary version of that boss fight?
No.
Okay.
They wouldn't be entertaining to watch the cinematic and then just a muted midsection for the majority of the video.
Okay, then we'll have to wait until we can get the original film back.
Do you have it? I thought you didn't have it. And that's why we couldn't...
It's on my Windows 7 Vista.
Oh, I thought you deleted all of it and just put the edited version on Dropbox.
No, it's everything we ever filmed is on my Vista laptop.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought we only had the music version.
No, we still have the original stuff.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah, we might, in the future, if I can get that laptop working again, we can get back to our old stuff and show some of that.
Well, you just need to buy a keyboard for it.
I have a USB keyboard now.
Can you plug it in to it and make it work?
Yeah, but the only thing is, though, is it doesn't have its battery pack, so it dies constantly whenever you turn it on. So I need to buy a new Vista battery pack for it.
And then get all that stuff moved over.
Yeah. There was like a lot of old stuff that we did.
Yeah. The majority of our recordings for Murder Files.
We had so many things planned for Murder Files that we actually went all off track after we got the first chapter done. We didn't know what to do.
Yep. That's why the second one... Because we filmed the trailer for the second one when we were done with the first one, as soon as we were done. And then I had to leave Zanesville. So that put a chink in it, and we just kept talking and talking. We kept talking about Chapter 3 and all this new stuff that we were going to add into Chapter 3. Because Chapter 2 was just going to have a few new things, like the chainsaw. And then, I forgot what I was saying. I hear her talking to the cat. I completely forgot what I was saying.
We also...
Oh yeah, we were gonna make a map and we were gonna record stuff, and we got so bored of thinking of how to record things in an order, because there was... His guy like has a mental breakdown, gets pulled here sometime, the original killer gets killed, and then he kills the guy who killed the killer and becomes a killer. And we did not want to record any of that, so we just skipped to the boss fight, because that was the only fun thing we were going to get to do.
Yeah, so that took a lot away from the story.
Yeah, because it was out of order.
Yeah.
Completely out of order.
We just wanted to get the more...
entertaining part.
Yeah, we wanted to get more entertaining parts done, and then just worry about filming things, like, basically in reverse order, and we couldn't do that.
No. That's not how the first one was filmed.
The first one was perfect, because we just went along with everything.
Yeah, and when we had to re-record something, we did it immediately.
Yeah. That day was perfect, because we had enough time to just do the whole thing. It was like a 20 or 30 minute movie altogether.
Yeah. One of our most popular uploads.
Another thing, like we was saying, we got started on the Mercenaries, and that was going to be something, but it never really...
No, you can't see anything in the video.
Yeah, it never really...
It's just like some of the scenes in Murder Files, you can't see anything. It's the same problem. We've never gotten that to work. I think we have a... Yeah, we have a video of a flashlight when his character was going crazy. That video is pretty shitty, too.
Yeah, but... It did have a pretty good spoof where I purposely messed up the scene one time. When you was, like, trying to film right behind me to make it sound like something was behind me as I was going crazy. And then I just completely stopped what I was doing at one point and then started walking like a complete idiot, like I was drunk or something. He was like, "What are you doing?"
Something, though, that we now have, I hope, is the universal stop recording sign, which I do every time he's recording behind the camera and I want him to stop, I do this. And then the first Murder Files, I don't think he knew what that meant, because I would be doing that to get him to stop, and he wouldn't stop, and he'd start recording me, I was like, oh shit, I'm not doing anything.
The first time you did it, you didn't
we
even...
were in the car, and we were backing up, and I was like...
Yeah, but the first time you ever did it, you didn't tell me before we started filming what this means.
I came up with it on the spot. I thought, that meant press the button.
I didn't understand that.
Yeah, and then you started recording me, and I was like, I'm not doing anything.
And we got so far into the murder files to where I actually filmed a boss fight to a character that was going to be way in the future of murder files called Crazy Abe. And that was just a horrible recording.
I just watched that too, yeah. The beta's pretty bad. That one's kind of worse because he's using a shitty watch camera.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have any videos uploaded of after it got the crack in it, but...
Actually, if you check our channel, there is a video of when I was at the Colony Square Mall back when they had a bookstore there, and it had that line through it.
Well, I'm in a first-person video.
Well, a lot of our stuff was first person. All we can ever do is first person for things.
No, you did that third-person video.
Well, yeah, but that's like I had to hold the camera like up behind me.
It worked though. It was pretty decent.
Yeah, except for you can't really... You like can't tell that I'm holding the camera behind me, but my guy's running animation for that test video was stupid because it's like when I started running and I was swinging my arm like... And I rewatched it and I was like... Oh god, that is a stupid running cycle. But I didn't have time to refilm it, so I just was like, okay, I'll just post it. It's a test video.
Sure.
I don't know if we should use that method of third person in the future.
I don't know.
Depending on what running animation we have.
I liked it.
And, there was, that time that we filmed for a series that never really got started, that I started, which was the stupid stunts. I plan on making more of that stuff.
You did plan on it.
Yeah, but I never got around to it. And, we still plan on somehow in the future recording gameplay.
Yeah.
We still have to get a capture card. What else was there? Was there anything else that we was currently working on that, you know, like a few years back or so?
I thought I could.
Oh, there was a whole bunch of videos that I made that was going to be for the murder files, where I was just showing off like random weapons like the Freddy Krueger claws and like the chainsaw and the knife and stuff like that.
Yeah, the test weapon videos. We were doing those as promotional for the Chapter 3. Some of them were going to be in Chapter 2, but a lot of them were going to be in Chapter 3.
Yeah.
But didn't happen, because that's an example of us getting ahead of ourselves and recording stuff for fun.
Yeah, we have to have a set date and time to where we're going to film what, and not just skip ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun to film a whole bunch of stuff that's entertaining, but you need the stuff that's going to lead up to it.
Yeah.
And let's just say we won't be trying to film things in reverse order anymore. I've actually thought about a few things for the murder files, like this one video that I posted. You may have saw it when I posted it. It was like a video on the my other channel that I run with my other cousin, the JandJ show. It was a random video of me just in the backyard rolling and then jumping. That was actually a secret test video that I released that was meant for Murder Files, where it's a rolling animation where you can roll under things or roll away from attacks. But,
Sort of like going under the tables.
yeah. But the thing is, though, is if you roll underneath a table, you need to get that just right. Or
Yeah,
else,
otherwise you're gonna kick the table.
or else in mid-roll, when you come back up and you haven't reached underneath the table yet, you're going to smack your head on the table. But I thought it would be good for, like, open environments, like
Yeah.
outside.
If we could record outside. For the you can go outside in the first game, but there's CG shields all around the yard. And in the second game, the entire world's open, but it's really, really laggy, so you really can't do anything. We were going to make a video of that, where our character has to go outside, and it was going to be like 30 minutes of like really choppy movement to get a single thing, because it's trying to load too many things. And then we were going to do a spoof of that, where it's raining outside, and the game just crashes when we go outside because it's rendering the rain, and it's too much for it to handle. Until the third game, then the third game's better about it.
Yeah, it's like we planned on open environments that are really huge. They lag a lot because there's just too many things to spawn at one time.
Yep. That's Murder Files 2. What is it? More weapons, more something. Was it more loading screens? What was that? More weapons, more something, and more loading screens.
Yeah, more weapons and more loading screens.
No, it's more weapons, more something else, and then more loading screens. That was the mod. That was going to be the description of it, but I don't remember what the second thing was.
More animations. I don't know, because around that time, after we got into talking about the second chapter, that's when I went all ahead of myself and thought, wow, we can do this and that and this.
Yeah.
And
Crowbar and the flashlight and the grabber and darts and the this and the that. Gonna add a gun somewhere in there, but the gun is only for specific scenes, because otherwise you can win a boss fight instantly.
yeah, it wouldn't... Man, I'm hungry, but anyway, it wouldn't make a boss fight really good if you could just basically walk up to the boss and go and shoot him through the head. That would be too easy.
That's why it was only meant for the one cinematic scene that we filmed, where my guy goes and shoots him. If we ever get that set up, he was playing my character. My character can be seen in the trailer for the second one, where I have a towel over my face because my guy has his whole mouth cut open. And we were going to film that too. We needed fake blood, and that was going to be like a scar going across my mouth, and he was going to be determining what killed, or he was going to be looking at my guy's body for something after he got shot.
Yeah.
But we didn't get around to that.
But there is that, the trailer, like, when the killer has the guy tied up to the chair, and then he almost kills him with the sword.
Yep. I kind of wish we didn't make it the way we did, though.
Well, I thought when you actually swung the sword down, it was kind of cool because he came at me kind of fast.
Well, no, I meant like adding in all the buttons and stuff. And the blood effects, I didn't really like those after I thought about it, because I was like, this is supposed to be realistic, and now we're putting this into it.
Yeah, so that can be something that's also a beta thing, like an unused thing that we thought of.
But it was already uploaded.
I know, but it's just like a beta element that you, like, see one time and you're like, what's that doing there? And then you never see it again.
But why did you cut out the part on the stairs? We refilmed it so many times I wanted to use it.
Because it was supposed to be a trailer.
But you could still have when my guy... We filmed that kick so many times. You had to get the kick just right.
Well, I still have that scene. We can...
On your Windows Vista?
And on Dropbox.
Are you sure?
If you check Dropbox right now, I'm sure you'll find it.
I can't check Dropbox. I signed out of it like 3 years ago and don't know the password.
Then I can sign you in.
I don't have it downloaded.
Well, if you ever sign into Dropbox again...
How? I don't know the password or the username or anything.
Well, I'm just saying, it's on Dropbox. I can get it.
There's like a million things we have on Dropbox.
Damn it, I can't fix this case.
What did you do?
Oh, okay, when I threw it down on the bed and got pissed off at it, it fixed it. There was another thing that I filmed for. It was...
You already talked about the lake ones.
It was about... I think so.
Oh, we should go out and see him before he leaves.
But there was a thing I filmed for that didn't really make any sense, so I didn't use it for anything. I didn't even upload it to Dropbox.
What was it?
It was supposed to be a future thing for the Mercenaries series.
Oh.
I got ahead of myself on that and just didn't tell you anything about it. But I filmed this whole thing on Christmas years ago. I filmed this whole thing where this guy goes to see what happens at this other house that's across town from what happened in the murder files. So
doing a cross plot or cross.
It was supposed to be
Crossover thing.
Yeah, like a crossover thing. Didn't go very good, and it's like this guy goes to this house and he's trying to investigate something of another case, and then he gets knocked out and then wakes up in the house, and then he can't find any way to escape because every door and window is locked somehow. And then it's this whole long video where my guy tries to escape from the house, and he finally does. And then when he finally escapes, he calls for a helicopter to come pick him up, and the helicopter comes in, and I added this thing where the helicopter comes in, just like crashes into him, and it kills him.
Shazam! Your last Shazam was bitch by me. What? What? What?
It must have picked up on something.
It says, nice find. Your last Shazam was bitch by Meredith Brooks. And also, as soon as I picked up your iPod, it broke again.
Damn it.
Well, is there anything else you want to talk about in this vlog, or are we going to wrap it up? Because I want to see Mark before he leaves.
The only other thing that we can say, I guess, is this has been another one of our vlogs, and
2 or 4.
And just stay tuned for things in the future, and we're trying to work things out, and we'll get everything done eventually. We'll get it done.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I'm going to add the date and day that this video is made, just so everybody knows that this vlog was made on Thanksgiving Day, and not just like, okay, why am I watching this and they're saying happy Thanksgiving when it's not even Thanksgiving. So that'll be in the description that this was made on Thanksgiving. And we might make a video for Christmas too, so stay tuned for that.
Maybe.
Yeah, if we can do a vlog on Christmas.
It'll be quick though, because there won't be a whole lot new going on. I do this, well, I don't know if we can do it this week, but I do want to do the commentary videos soon, so at least some of them.
I can take all the videos from Dropbox onto my laptop when I get home, and then when I spend the night we can do all that.
Okay. They'll take quite a bit of time though.
I know.
So we might not want to do the murder files, because the murder files will easily take an hour to do commentary on everything, so we'll be pausing it so much.
and it's basically going to take up the entire day just doing all that.
Yeah, that's why we might want to space it out and add some here and there.
So, yeah. This has been another vlog video from the JandJ show.
I have a new hairstyle.
What?
I said I was going to close it with I have a new hairstyle.
Oh. Yeah, Jay has a new hairstyle. It kind of reminds me of somebody from a movie that